Hi everyone, I'm back to share another clearance haul with you. I went back to Home Depot to see if there's any more deals, and this is definitely the time for deals. So if you're looking to fill up your garden beds and get amazing deals, now's the time. So I had gone back to a different Home Depot and got these Wild Rose, Primo Wild Rose Heuchera, which I had talked about in my last video. So there was two left and I just took both of them. They were on clearance and they look a little bit dry, but other than that, once I cut off these dead leaves, they should be great. And again, the best part, of course, was the price. So it went from $14.98 down to $2. So again, that is an amazing deal. So even if they don't survive in the heat of being, held over until fall before they get planted, or they're planted now, at least it's only a risk of $2 a plant. And I love this purple color of these plants. I already have some in my garden, so I'm really happy to add more. This is an amazing color. And surprisingly, I actually at this particular Home Depot found Mahogany Monster, which I had not seen previously, and you can see it's a little bit more red than the Primo Wild Rose, and it actually is a lot more healthier. The leaves are quite big. It's got blooms all over, and it looks like they bloom white with a pinkish tinge. So there was lots of these, and I took 7 of them because I was like, well, I can always find a place to put them, and trying to get odd numbers. So I was inspired actually by Jess, who has a YouTube channel on, she's in Michigan, and she has a gully garden, and she has a ton of heuchera, and they look amazing. And she has this plant, Mahogany Monster, and it looks amazing. So I was happy to get this to add to my garden. So Primo Mahogany Monster, first time I'm adding this to my garden. It says sun or shade, and it's a heuchera. And those are the specs there, perennial in zones 4 to 9. And beautiful color. So I'll just put it next to the Wild Rose so you can see the difference in color, red versus purple. And yeah, that's going to definitely be a great addition to the garden. And because I am kind of revamping a garden under a tree, I have to get some diverse plants to put in kind of a shade and part sun type of scenario. So I saw these two. I actually have seen these on different videos on YouTube and different gardens, and I wasn't really a big fan. I prefer the actual original Bleeding Heart, but the texture is so different from anything I have in that garden, so I thought I would give it a try. So these are a type of Bleeding Heart. They're called Pink Diamonds. So here's the tag. Pink Diamonds, it says it can take full sun, unlike usual typical old-fashioned Bleeding Hearts, but it can also take part sun, and it's a type of Dicentra. So I figure, why not? It was on clearance, so I thought I'd give it a try. There was only 2 of them left, and those are the specs there. Perennial in zones 3 to 9 again. And these are the same. They were $14.98, and I managed to snag them for $3 each. So a little bit more than the heuchera, but definitely worth taking a shot on those. And the blue-gray foliage is a little bit different than what I have in that garden, so it'll give it a nice diversity. These are dissected leaves, are very nice. So, well, we'll see how those do. And I also picked up some of these Fall in Love Sweetly anemones, because these take full sun or part sun, so they can handle a lot of places in my garden. And that means there's a lot of places I can put them. So I did actually get quite a few of these, and they're perennial in zones 4 to 8. So I have some growing in my garden from last year, so they're all budded up, but they're not blooming yet. But you can see these ones have some kind of faded blooms on them, so you get an idea of what they look like. And I think they can handle a more moist situation, and they get a little bit tall, so looking forward to planting these out. There's 5 here, but I actually have another 5 or so. So I did get quite a few of these. There was lots of them. And again, the best part, $14.98 marked down to $2 at Home Depot. So, I first bought 5 of them, and I left the rest because I was going to leave them for other people to get. And then I did come back a few days later and they were still there. So I was just like, okay, I gotta rescue these. They're just meant to be, meant to jump into my car and come home with me. I'm sure all you know how that goes. So anyways, so that is another clearance plant haul that I'm happy to share with you. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous color. I am so excited to get these planted. We just finished up a heat wave. It's finally cooling down a tiny bit, but my plan is just to get these watered, cut down maybe the tattered leaves. I know it's sad, but probably have to cut down the flower buds and the flowers off so they can focus on root development. But I think next year these are going to be showstoppers. So very excited about these plants that I got on this amazing deal. And I'm telling you guys, if you are looking for plants on a budget, now is definitely the best time to get out there. And don't just try one store, because I wouldn't have had these mahogany monsters if I just checked out one store. So, you know, on your way to work, on your way home, go to these Home Depot and Lowe's and just see what they have. It doesn't take long, and definitely worthwhile. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.